In 2001, Leanne Ludiker took a group of Youth for Christ from Lagrange area to Nicaragua. It was pretty much all youth. And some of the youth from this church went. She ended up marrying, she was actually dating the guy that was our associate pastor. And so they ended up getting married, and she wanted to go back, and some of the kids that had went with her also wanted to go back. So she said, I'm going to open it up to adults too if some of you would like to go. So Ray Hedstrom, Josh Bassett, Scott Vanderbeck, I think Amy Bruce was part of that, and me. There was 5 adults I know. Went that first time in 2003. So from there, it's just the beginning that started an ongoing relationship that still continues today. Our trip is organized through the Nicaragua Resource Network and is based out of Carmel, Indiana. The barrio, which is the neighborhood of Nueva Vida, which stands for New Life, was developed by the government as a refuge place for the people that were displaced from the devastating Hurricane Mitch in 1998. At first, people just kind of came in and squatted in the area, and that's actually, they were still like just black plastic when Deanne took the kids. That's what the people were living under. It's just like black plastic strung out. So then the government came in and tried to bring some order to the chaos and made some streets, which are still dirt and mud to this day, and built some houses, very small houses. In 2005, we returned to Nicaragua, and from that time, we have returned every year in the summer, except for 2018, when there was civil unrest and it wasn't really safe, and then the last 2 years because of the pandemic. So since 2006, we have had people go down in December, and we've had 67 different people go on 29 trips. We've done many building projects. We've added to the church several times. We've cemented a lot of the area because it's just mud most of the time when it rains. And so we've done a lot of those kind of things. We've actually worked on a couple different houses also. So the activities that we do when we're there with children are Sunday school and Bible school. And with the youth, we have time where we get together and do activities and then just have a sharing time. And of course, we have a pizza. And they enjoy that. Time spent visiting in the homes and distributing bags of food that the youth help with. Give us a chance to share with families in the church, in their homes, and hear their stories and concerns. And many are just like your concerns with your youth and with your lives. When you give a bag of rice provided by this church to a family that has no food in the house, you know God is working in a great way. And I will never forget when we were there in December one year, Ray, we had taken a bag of rice to this lady, and she flung open the door and she said, I asked God and I knew you would come. And she had just finished her last bag of rice. So she truly believed that God was going to provide for her. Through all the times of building, all the clothing and presents we've taken, all the children that have been sponsored, and all the money that this church has donated, and the important thing is the relationships that we build. Relationships with the individuals there, by the people that have visited, but more importantly, by the church there and the church here that has a connection. We have walked through 3 pastor changes, which one is going on right now. We have not actually met the new pastor that's there now. Most of you will never go to Nicaragua or be able to visit with your sponsor child. But please know that whatever you do, it is so very, very important to the relationships. Every prayer, every kind word, every thought, every item donated, every letter sent, and every dollar given in support brings hope to the people that we may never meet. And I thank you so much for all your continued support in building and continuing a very special bond and relationship between the First United Methodist Church of Lagrange, Indiana, and the Iglesia Ocho Tabernacle Agua Vida in Nueva Vida, Nicaragua. We plan to go in June, and we would covet your prayers in the planning and travels, and always for the church and its members there and here. If you would be interested in like sponsoring a child or knowing more about it, you can contact me. But there's actually a website that Nicaragua Resource Network is who we sponsor through, and if you go to the website, they have all the information there that you can read up on and find out. So if you're interested, that's an option too. So thank you very much.